Uh-huh. What's this? It seems that there is something in my web. Oh dear. It seems that you're not a very experienced explorer if you got caught so easily. Not to mention, the more you struggle, the more you'll get stuck. You're already caught. So what good does it do to you to try and escape now? Who's there? My. Aren't you the cheeky one? You ran into my web, my home if you will, and then demand that I present myself? I suppose they don't teach basic manners in human society anymore. Perhaps you'd like to calm yourself and try that again? Well, I don't know if you've decided that thrashing about wasn't helping, or you simply tired yourself out. Either way, I am glad to see that you're no longer so frantic. That was better. At the very least, you didn't shout that time. But rather than saying, "What do you want with me?" you could try something like, "Pardon my intrusion, may I please see who is speaking to me? I simply must meet whoever that beautiful voice belongs to." May I please see who is speaking to me and... Your enthusiasm could use some work, but I'll accept it. Very well. Since you ask so nicely, I'll show myself. Though I was never really hidden to begin with. You simply need to look up. Hello there. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Leshan, the architect of this beautiful web you find yourself so attached to. And what is your name? As you know, I am fond of good manners, and it is very important that I know who my guest is. A lovely name. It matches your face. Speaking of which, it looks like you cut your cheek on a branch while you were thrashing about. Let me see. Don't struggle. That's how you got hurt the first time. Just relax. Oh, I assure you I am not going to harm you. Though I do apologize if my hand feels a bit coarse. Does it sting? Oh dear. Well, I think I can help with that. Not to worry. There we are. The venom in my mouth as a numbing agent. Well, paralytic agent. But a small wound like this should simply numb it a bit so the pain goes away. And just to be extra sure, we'll cover it with some webbing. What? Take webbing from my... Oh! While I can produce silk from my abdomen, it's much more convenient for me to produce it from my wrists, like this. quick and easy. Now then, hold still and I'll put this over the scratch, just to keep it clean. Feel better? See? I am not so bad once you get to know me. And since you're not going anywhere, how about we get to know each other? What do I mean? Well, you know. Where do you come from? Where were you going? Why were you all the way out here? It's not often that I see humans out here. Surprisingly, as humans find out there is a Drider in the area, they all become scared to go there. I can't imagine why. You've met me. Do I really seem all that scary to you? Yes? I'm hurt. How could you say that I am scary? Captured you? Oh. Well, actually I believe that you're rendering things a bit incorrectly. If you recall, you technically captured yourself. My web was already there. You were the one who chose to run into it. Well, we can agree to disagree. In any case, I disagree that I am scary. If you recall, I did help to numb your pain when you've injured yourself. Would a scary creature do that? You thought I was getting a taste of your blood? Oh my dear, I think you're getting your monster girls confused. See, what you're thinking of is a vampire. The riders are completely different. Well, it's true. There are species of Driders who drain the bodily fluids from their victims. But I am neither one of those types of Drider, nor you are my victim. A victim of circumstance? Maybe, but certainly not my victim. Oh, I told you before. You were the one who wandered into my web. I had no intentions of trapping you, as you put it. I simply saw an opportunity, and I took it. Then why not let you go? But you've only just arrived. Don't tell me that you want to leave already. Just because I am not intending to keep you as a meal doesn't mean I want you to leave. I admit that your company is something I am quite happy to have. You see, unlike others of my kind, I do not belong to a tribe. Well, let's just say that we had differing opinions of how we should act when interacting with humans. I am not sure how familiar you are with Drider culture, but they are a very communal sort of society. Everything belongs to everyone, and that includes any people whom we've got. I, on the other hand, had a different way of thinking. I had a very radical ideas, such as the concept of things belonging to a single person. I do not understand what I must share what I have with everyone when I was the one who earned it. I wanted to be able to enjoy the things I've got without having to give it away as soon as I did. My family, on the other hand, did not appreciate the idea. They told me, that's not how we do things. You need to learn how to step in line, follow customs, don't be greedy, nothing is yours. It is ours. So, I left. And that's where we find ourselves now. Am I lonely? I guess I am. I never really gave it much thought. I just knew that living with the collective was not how I was meant to live. But now that you ask the question, I realize that I cannot fight my nature. Not entirely anyways. I've always had a family, a nest, if you will. The reality that I am truly alone now has finally set in. You're sweet for a human, showing concern for some monster who has you ensnared in her web, who moments ago you were terrified of. Have you forgotten that little detail? That you are still trapped? That you are at my mercy? Or perhaps you think that if you show me compassion, I will set you free? I have known of humans who tried to use pity as a means of escape. That's not it. Well, then I admit I am curious. What caused this change in personality so suddenly? My face. So that is your plan. I have caught other humans who have tried using flattery to escape. But it hasn't ever worked, by the way. Although I do always like it when they tell me how beautiful I am, even if they're shivering as they do. I certainly won't stop you if you would like to try. I admit that I find you far more enticing than anyone whom I have caught before. Who knows? Perhaps it will work this time. You didn't mean that my face is beautiful. You know, you're not doing a very good job of flattering me so far. I looked sad when speaking about my family. No, I am not sad. They were the ones who cast me out. Why would I miss them? No, I am simply a bit lonely. After a lifetime of always having a family surrounding me, I simply feel a bit... Wait a moment. You aren't trying to get me to pity you. You're pitying me. Well. This is a new method. I applaud your creativity. Trying a new method to get me to let my guard down and allow you the opportunity to escape. I think I like you even more now. You grow more and more interesting by the moment. You're not trying to escape? Now why do I not believe that? However, I suppose you do seem more docile. Perhaps it is simply that you've given up. But if you are going to insist that you are being truthful, then I have the perfect way to test you. Look into my eyes, human. Look deep into my eyes. Did you know that we Driders use hypnosis? I can control your mind just by looking into your eyes. You humans, so easily tricked. And also so blissfully ignorant when it comes to creatures you fear. We Driders don't have hypnotic sight. You're thinking of Lamia. 8 legs, 0 legs. Easy mistake to make indeed. To be fair, you aren't completely wrong to worry. Like Lamia, we do have a way of making you honest. But it's not in our eyes, it is in our venom. I just needed you to turn your head away for a moment to expose that beautiful neck of yours. Don't worry, the venom isn't lethal. You aren't going to die. I already told you, I have no intentions of harming you. It's simply going to make me draw the truth out of you easier for us both. You have already felt the effects from my venom. A tiny bit is enough to numb you from pain. But a full dose of venom right into your bloodstream causes you to become entirely helpless. You had already stopped struggling, true, but I like the assurance. The last thing I would want is for you to suddenly decide it would be best time to flail around and accidentally hurt yourself. See? I am so kind, I couldn't bear you getting hurt. Even if you harmed yourself, I only have your best interest in mind. What will I do now? I told you. I am going to get the truth out of you. Do you really not wish to escape? Do you really wish to stay here with me? We will know soon enough. And if it turns out that you really don't want to escape, well, then it means that I will no longer be without a family, won't I? If you don't want to get away from me, then that must mean you want to be my family. You must. That's what you meant when you said you weren't trying to escape. No talking. You don't have to say a word. Just stay nice and calm. And my Venom will do the rest. You'll see. You won't have to lift a finger with me taking care of you from now on. Shh. I will pet you until you calm down fully. Like I said, just stay nice and calm. And everything will be alright. Good boy. That's right. You're a good boy. A very good boy. Such a good boy for Mommy. Good boy. Shh. Good boy. Good boy. Just let my Venom consume you. Just like that. Nice and calm. I will stay with you until you're ready. Shh. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Such a good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Shh. That's right. My good boy. 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 Thank you for listening. If you are still here, please give a like and leave a comment with Pink must love toying with us. If you want to hear more of me, then be sure to hit subscribe. And don't forget to click the bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. Thank you for all your lovely comments, support, messages on Patreon, and for always listening. And I want to give thanks to my Patreons for their continuous support, allowing me to work on this channel for all of you. Extra special thanks goes to these beautiful baby cakes. Altivo, Andre Orchestra, Brandy Corel, Camo Ren, David Shepard Jr., Eman, Filthy VA, GMAC 1212, GX Prime, Joyce, Junior, Cayenne Ray, Lord Putano, Lucas, Marty, Mr. Hydrich, Naomi Jokinen, Andre, Raphael, Red Demon, Risky Place, Saint Erebus, Sully, That Confused Lacewing, The Lightning King, Delightful or Not, Tricky, Wandering Soul, Idle Wolf, Yukio XX Hello. See you soon.